Hey folks, in this video, let's talk cricket, specifically the Indian Premier League or IPL and its monetary value. For most of the cricket fans around the world, IPL is like a festival. You get to see the best cricketers from all around the world compete in one league in a shorter format of cricket. The game itself goes on for around 3 to 4 hours. It's like watching a longish Indian movie. The tournament itself is 10 weeks long, and you may think it's quite a long tournament, but get this. Other major global sporting leagues like the English Premier League from the UK, EPL, goes on for around 9 months, and the National Football League or NFL from the US also goes on for much longer. So, a barely 2 months long IPL has a tremendous entertainment value for fans for sure, but its business value, economic value is even more impressive. A report came out recently. It stated in 2025, IPL's business value jumped by over 10% to touch or cross $18 billion. And its brand value also jumped more than 10% to touch almost $4 billion. We'll talk about the difference between business value and brand value, but let's focus on some numbers first. $18.5 billion in business value for IPL. Is this good? To answer that question, we can compare IPL with other major global sporting leagues like EPL from the UK and NFL from the US and see how IPL's business value fare. NFL from the US where they play football and EPL from the UK where they play soccer are strong contenders to compare IPL with. And what we see, IPL is actually competing with these leagues in a meaningful manner. In fact, IPL may have already crossed EPL in business value, though NFL is quite a way ahead of both IPL and EPL. In terms of brand value, IPL is not far behind the EPL. The NFL is the most valued sporting league in the world with an average NFL team worth over $5 billion. An average IPL team is worth just over $1 billion. And IPL's rise is particularly noteworthy because it is the youngest of all these three leagues. NFL being the oldest, IPL has risen through the ranks with some speed. We'll talk about some more IPL numbers, but before that, let's quickly talk about the difference between business value and brand value. Business value of a league is a comprehensive number reflecting the financial health and commercial performance. Think of it as the value someone would be willing to pay to buy the entire league. For example, let's say you run a business. You sell water purification products and you make a profit of $100,000 a year. One of the simpler ways of valuing this business is picking a multiple of the profit. Let's say that multiple is 5. In that case, if I want to buy your business, I would be willing to pay $500,000 to you at max, and the business would be mine. Now, this is a very simplistic example. There are much more comprehensive methods of valuing businesses like discounted cash flow analysis, comparable company analysis, asset based valuation, and so on. But you get what business value is in this case. In the case of the IPL, while calculating the business value, they consider revenues, profits and cash flows, assets such as intellectual property, future earning potential, and so on. Now, brand value is a subset of business value. It indicates the worth of the IPL name, reputation, trust in the brand, fan loyalty, public perception, etc. It is slightly subjective. Essentially, brand value is how much does the name IPL alone add to the business. It makes companies like Tata and Dream 11 pay top dollar to be associated with the IPL. A good example would be the Apple iPhone. Indians are willing to pay multiples of their monthly salaries just to get their hands on an iPhone. They would even go in debt, buy an iPhone on EMIs, which is silly in my opinion, but it says something about the brand value. So, brand value is a subset of the business value. Business value includes tangible and intangible assets beyond just the brand. Here are some more interesting IPL numbers to wrap up this video. At least 5 IPL teams, that is 50%, are now worth over $1 billion. RCB leads this pack with the highest brand value, but Mumbai Indians is the team with the highest business value. You know the difference now. Ad revenue during 2025 IPL season jumped a massive 50% to about $600 million. Viewership for the IPL 2025 final between RCB and the Punjab Kings over 650 million. For comparison, the highest viewership in NFL 2025 was at around 125 million for a game between Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. It is said in the report that IPL's revenue model represented a near perfect blend of predictable cash flows and cost discipline, a rarity in the global sport asset universe. IPL is just getting started. The Indian economy itself is expected to flourish in the next few years, relatively speaking. With that, IPL may grow beyond our imagination. I hope you found this analysis interesting. I'll speak with you again next week. Until then, take care.